Hey, this is the Pitchability Show, episode 3. This is the show where we teach you to develop from the ground up. Hey, this is Tom Oldham. Welcome to the Pitchability Show. As a reminder, you can find us on Facebook, /Tom Oldham Baseball, on Twitter and Instagram, @TomOldham19. This is the show where we answer your questions. Got 2 of them for you tonight. If you want to email me, tom@tomoldhambaseball.com. This is the show where we answer them. So the first question I got this week is, what's the number one thing I should focus on as an incoming high school freshman baseball player? Very good question. The number one thing, in my opinion, that you should focus on as you're starting your freshman year is your total body strength. If you think about your career up to this point in youth ball, there isn't really a set plan for strength training. It's more games and tournaments, that sort of a thing. As you're getting into high school, the pace of practice, the pace of the game is going to be much different, along with just the rigor from everyday practice once you get in season, or even deeper into the off season. Being able to keep up with that pace and not break down is really going to be dependent on your total body strength. So make sure that you have a plan in place. I would have already pretty much started your strength program for this next spring season. Make sure you're, again, focusing on total body strength, not just functional strength specific for pitching, but make sure you're doing legs, core, upper body, back, and obviously all the pitching specific stuff too, with the J bands and some of the stuff we do with the plier care balls. But that is the number one thing going into freshman year. Make sure that you're prepared when the spring comes around. And the best way to do that is going to be to focus on your total body strength. So hopefully that answers that question. The second one we got was about pitch counts. Do you think there should be pitch counts for high school baseball in Nebraska? And I know that it's actually going through proposals right now. A lot of other states have adopted pitch counts for high school baseball. So the question is, do I feel that Nebraska should adopt pitch count limits? And I would say yes, I do. I do believe that pitch counts would be a good thing. I just want to make sure that everybody understands that pitch counts are not an end-all, be-all to get rid of arm injuries or anything like that. I think it's a good first step, but really when you're talking about the whole development and well-being of a pitcher, it goes way beyond pitch counts. And I would say that pitch counts in a total game is not necessarily what you should be focusing on. I mean, it's important, but you should really be focusing on pitch counts per inning, because to me, that is a better indicator of if a pitcher is getting fatigued or if a pitcher needs to be taken out of the game. Based on the number of pitches that they're throwing each individual inning, as opposed to, the number of pitches in an overall game. So I think both of those are very important to track. And I know a lot of coaches are really doing the right thing and protecting their pitchers, but I think, I think if we had a rule around it, I think it would help make it consistent all throughout. And it makes it easy when you get into tournament play and you have some questions on if you want to use a guy or not use a guy. Hopefully that will help give the coaches a little bit of an idea of who should be used and not. But I do think pitch counts are a good thing, but the thing that I really want to stress is total development of a pitcher is really much more than pitch counts. How are they moving functionally? How strong are they? How's their motor control? All of that. To me, if those aren't addressed, it doesn't matter how many pitches they're throwing. Even 1 or 2 pitches is going to be cause for concern if they're not strong functionally and biomechanically. So I would say start there, and then pitch counts is a good thing to add on. But hopefully that answers the questions for this week. Again, if you have any questions, you can send them to me on Facebook or send me an email. I will get them either way, and I'll see you on the next episode.